Okay, so I just made my strawberry chocolate Dutch vanilla banana hemp seed almond shake. So let's see how long it takes to do the cleanup. All right, we'll time it. The band here came off of this. La, la, la. And you know, honestly, I'm gonna have to re-watch this video that I'm listening to on the other side or in my headphones because I'm not paying attention to what they are saying. But I want to feel something today. Okay, this goes in the compost. And while I'm here, might as well get my other stuff put in. Okay. There's all that. This. That's fine. Throw it in the drying rack. Put my seeds away. Take this thing off of my... This actually covers up the name of the company because you have to ask me if you want to know. Over here, throw the hemp seeds away, put my little cover away. Bananas are staying on the counter. Strawberries go away. And okay, put this back in the Frigitator. Oh my gosh. Okay, I skipped a step. And I have to put it in the fridge sideways. So yeah, it's spilled in there. So definitely put the top on. Oh gosh. Okay. Let me get some. Don't really have anything to wipe stuff down with. Oh, I guess this napkin. This piece of a napkin. So yeah, just if you don't want to spill your leftover water, cover it. They do come with a cap, so use it. And let's see, how's the counter looking? Counter's looking okay. Water is still there. And that's it. Voila. So, I don't know, that only took between making it and cleaning up like less than 7 minutes. So, no excuse to eat healthy. Let's see, the packet itself was like, I don't know, $2.33, I think. And then a banana, however much that is for like one organic non-GMO banana, and like 7 so let's say what a banana is like 75 cents, not even. So we're at $3, and then almonds like maybe 10 cents worth of almonds, so we're at $3.10. And then hemp seeds, probably like $1 worth of hemp seeds, so if that, maybe not, maybe like 50 cents worth, but let's call it $1. So that's $4.10 plus dribbles of coconut plus the coconut water. So that's a fourth of $2. So that's 50 cents. So this is less than $5, and that's with 15 plants plus the almonds plus the vanilla plus the coconut plus the hemp seeds. So almost 20 plants, 19 plants in my shake. And and the strawberries. So 20 plants. Booyah! For $5, and it tastes so good. And these are only like, you can get Nutribullets. You can get the 900 watt now for like $80. They do have a 1200 watt one, and they have 2 variations of it that I've seen at the store. I don't know about on TV right now, but at the store I've seen 2 variations of the 1200 watt which one is just like mine, but 1200 watts. Also, I think it has like a timer and heat. You could it has a bigger containers, so you can make like a full on like soup and stuff right in it. And the other version of the 1200 watt one, I think, I don't know, you can see I have it, I reviewed it on my YouTube channel before, but the other version is Bluetooth enabled, and that I would actually recommend for people who are just getting into a different way of eating, and you haven't really like, you don't have a lot of information, or maybe you're not making the time, or your time, there's too much demands on your time and attention to really learn a lot about different kinds of food. Like my whole thing has been a whole lifestyle, and not everybody has the same lifestyle. Like I learned stuff from other people who make things their lifestyle. Like I learn about social media and how to do filming and stuff from people that's like their whole life, where it's like I just want to use it as a tool to help me with what I do. So, which is like I create stuff, and just getting it out to people is the big thing that I just need to get more to more people. So anyways, yeah. See, look, you could make and clean up after making a shake in less time that it takes me to talk to you about it. So we really don't have excuses, a lot of us. I mean, we have excuses, but they're not. But it's like you can figure out a way around it. Like if you could use your excuse and cling to it, or you can acknowledge it and figure out a strategy, I guess. Because like I have things in my life that I'm definitely like slacking on. And so as I'm talking to you about excuses for what you're putting in your body, I'm also talking to myself about excuses about thought patterns that I have that are not serving me. So, yeah, just sharing from experience, and really mostly just making content that I need to see. Because when I'm scrolling through and I see myself making a shake, that's going to make me think, oh, I could have a shake, So at least it's going to help me. So hopefully this will help somebody else to see how easy it is to clean up after a shake. So it's not as intimidating as like juicing or using a blender, which you can't put as much like stuff in. And I mean, you can see how smooth it is, like, and I put nuts and seeds in there. So that's pretty awesome, especially if you have like polyps and diverticulitis and things like that in your stomach or deep in your colon and stuff, because sorry. I said that. But like in your intestines, if you want the energy from nuts, but you shouldn't be eating nuts because you can't chew them down to as small as they need to be, that they don't get caught in these little divots. So you could get the energy from it, and yes, you might not get the same feeling of crunching like you like, but you could get that with other foods that will break down easier before it gets to those spots where the polyps, and diverticulitis is. Like carrots, I don't know. I mean, carrots are crunchy. You could find other crunchy foods to crunch on and still get that energy of hard nuts and things. Like if your doctor told you to avoid that, you could still stick them in your Nutribullet, and it's probably a lot better than chewing. So I am not a doctor, and these are just when I'm talking about the eating the nuts and diverticulitis and grinding it up, I actually don't know the science behind that. I feel like I have to say this. So if maybe it doesn't matter how small it gets ground up, maybe it's hazardous to you. Look into it yourself, and actually I have a book so I can see. But I think in my mind, I'm pretty sure it's about the size of the food, of the hard food. But you know what? Could be just nuts themselves and nothing to do with how small you chew it up. So I don't know. I'm just saying, but if you have it and you miss eating certain foods, look into what about that food your doctor is telling you to avoid it. Like, why are you asking me to avoid this food? It's a food that I like to eat. I get a lot of my energy from it. And then see what they say, and if there's a way around it where you can still get that food, or where you can substitute that food, like if their reason is valid and you're just like, no, I gotta avoid that food, but you still like, then think about, okay, well, what is it about that food that I really like, and look for substitutes for that. So that way, because like if you're getting a diagnosis and then you're told, so that is in and of itself like not fun. My dogs are barking, they want in. If you're getting a diagnosis, that in and of itself is no good. And then you're told, come on, hey, I let you in, stop barking. And then you're told you have to like radically change your lifestyle and your eating habits. Well, that's like 2 blows at one time. And then it's like, once you're at that point, I could totally understand not wanting to I could see somebody giving up, because it's like, well, how I already am feeling like this, changing my ways right now. If I'm gonna be sick for the rest of my life, then why would I stop doing the things that bring me joy? And I totally get that. That's why I really try to help people to one step at a time, one simple change at a time, just to always push ourselves to being the healthiest, the best version of ourselves. Modify the way we eat a little bit every month or every few months, and keep learning a little more about reading labels, or reevaluate what's in your fridge. What have you been eating too much of? Just checking in on all that before we're told by an authority or an expert that we just can't do that, or we're resigning ourselves to a horrible fate. I hate that, because I know that if you are generally healthy and you still have this want to like do stuff that's unhealthy, like well, if you're generally healthy and you do something that's toxic every once in a while, yes, it's going to take your body time to recover, but that's part of living. Like, so that's why I value a healthy lifestyle. Part of the reason I value a healthy lifestyle is because then I can enjoy things that maybe would otherwise break me or put me down for the count. Every once in a while, like, I don't drink a lot. I hate getting drunk, but when I do have a few sips or, a couple of drinks, it does actually take me a couple of days to recover from that. I don't know about you, but, and I'm generally pretty healthy. So like, it just seems like it's extra taxing on the body and the psyche and everything to just constantly be in that cycle of never have recovered from the night before and 3 nights before and all of that. So, all right. Well, thanks for stopping in. I'm going to go. Yep. It's springtime now. I've got my tower garden. I need to germinate some stuff. I have not had a good, well, we'll see. We'll talk about the tower garden. I'm working on it. I heard that I will grow into my green thumb. So any day now.